lighter than me. Step on the scale.
No.
Frick you.
I mean, what's up with these modern girls? They're cool talking about a guy's height, but when it comes to a woman's weight, suddenly it's off limits. Crazy stuff.
Oh, do you think any of this would cover up your attitude?
Andrew, do you think that you can just get away from me?
My man is an absolute savage.
Oh, that's a big man.
Damn.
You do? What's your name?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. My name's McQueen. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas? Okay, that's dope. Why you standing like you just...
Cause
What do you like to do?
I'm a bartender.
You a bartender?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. How long you been doing
I'm
that?
a full-time dog mom.
You're a full-time what?
Dog mom too.
Dog... What?
Dog mom.
Zog bomb?
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so if me and you were, you know, saying about to get intimate, would that get in the way?
She
She? I don't give a whoever.
She
Would it
might,
get-
but I'll put her to the side.
Nah, I can't do that. You gotta go to the left.
Maybe if she wasn't so awkward, he'd be interested.
You knew that you could get $1 million if all you had to do was let her sleep with somebody else. Would you do it?
Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm too jealous, bro. I didn't even go cap about that one. I'm too jealous. She knows that. I'm too jealous. I ain't even go. Ain't no amount of money worth like my respect, you know?
What if it was the other way around? If you knew that all he had to do was have fun with another chick?
No, he's big on respect. He would never sleep with another girl.
That's my biggest thing is respect. I don't care how much money she could bring us. Money worth like my respect, you know?
What if it was the other way around? If you knew that all he had to do was have fun with another chick?
No, he's big on respect. He would never sleep with another girl.
That's my biggest thing is respect. I don't care how much money she could bring us a lifelong's worth of fortune. It ain't worth my respect.
So you don't think it's worth the mental? trauma or...
Ain't no way. Sorry for my language.
You can do a lot of things with $1 million.
Can't get my respect back.
Respect? Priceless. Money? It's something, but definitely not everything. Great job on keeping that mindset.
Do you rather be happy the rest of your entire life? You're never sad for a day, never anxious for a day, nothing, or have a big crypto wallet?
I mean, money's nice, but if I could ensure like happiness the rest of my life, I'd rather go with that than money.
So hot. Yeah.
Can I take a bite?
Can I take a bite of yours?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, I love you.
Love it too.
See, this is a good person who knows how to have a good life. It's not about the money.
Does anyone here feel that what they're doing right now is derailing them from being with the person they're supposed to be with in the end, and the life that they're supposed to end up with?
It reminds me of people who say, hey man, why can't I just have like a deathbed confession? You know, I live it up, man, I go to Vegas, I do all sorts of crazy stuff, and on my deathbed, which I may or may not get, I'll just convert and then I go to heaven. That'll be really great, right? And look, maybe, but really what happens is people tend to just keep going down the roads that they're on, and the habits that they cultivate become the habits that define their lives, whether it's virtue or vice. And I just think if you believe you're going to keep doing this, and then one day at 34 and a half, you're going to wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to do something totally different now and get Mr. Right, who's not addicted to porn, and get 2 kids and millions of dollars. I just think that's very, very unlikely.
I think it's more likely that all of us are going to find like some hot rich guy to marry and take care of us than to like be single for the rest of our lives.
I mean, when you're broadcasting your body all over the internet, what else do you expect?
What would you do if I kissed you?
I'm okay, thank you.
I didn't ask. Like, if I was just saying, what would you do if I gave you a kiss?
I'll keep walking.
If I gave you a kiss, so I'm here. No, oh no, I was giving you a kiss.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
Bro was absolutely unfazed by her. Gotta love the way he stays strong and doesn't fall for her games.
I asked the guys, would you rather have a girl that gave good head or a good cook? And most guys
want this.
Would you rather a girl that's amazing in bed or amazing in the kitchen?
Amazing in the kitchen. Well, fitness is my lifestyle, and eating healthy is one of the perks to, you know, live fit.
Amazing in the kitchen, all day. I'm a hockey player. Your woman gotta support you.
Amazing in the kitchen. Nothing's better than coming home to a cooked meal.
Amazing in the kitchen. I need a girl that can cook some amazing food, spice things up, and then come give me the food in the bed.
They assume the exact opposite. A man wants a good meal, that's all.
What's your favorite position? Give or receive?
Receive.
She got to go.
Well, look here if you need a quick and effective way to reject someone.
Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I would clean sewers if it's more money.
Okay. Do you think most women would choose to do that?
I don't know what most women choose, but I'm talking about me.
Okay, no, I get that, but I'm saying I've interviewed hundreds of women, and most women actually would not choose the dangerous, dirty job. Is that possibly why a lot of women get paid less?
Well, if you're not willing to put in the work to get money, then that's your fault.
Do you think most women want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs?
It's not. It's not. Well, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking trash out.
Well, why do we have the expression that's a man's job?
Because certain things are a man's job. Because it's like, why gotta take the trash out if there's a man in the house?
Right. So I'm just saying.
Or lift heavy things.
Well, right, but it says.
When I'm talking about equal rights, I want equal pay. I want equality. I'm not trying to get. I want to walk the streets and feel safe. That's what I want to do.
But I'm saying. But I'm saying, is it fair to say if you want equal privileges, you need equal responsibilities?
No, I want. Why is responsibilities with equality?
Because you gotta
I'm just trying to get equal pay.
Because you gotta take the bad with the good.
Why can't I just have equal pay?
Don't you have to take the bad with the good?
No, you do not. We just have equality, period.
Welcome to the land of delusional girls. She's using the double standard to the maximum.
I have some more analogies here when it comes to, well, you used to have a bunch of casual, but now you found a guy you like, you want to have a relationship with him, so now you're gonna make him wait. You go to McDonald's, right? Okay, there's 3 people in front of you, they all get a cheeseburger for $2, $3, whatever. You finally get to the cashier, and they say, that'll be $1,000 for you because I like you the most. Those other customers were just a mistake, or I was just having fun.
I get a $1,000 burger when everybody else got the regular price.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why would he do that?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Damn, even the women were shocked by his comparison, because he's speaking straight facts.
Mature. My frontal lobe is developed, unlike some of these men.
How much money
does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
More than 6 figures a year. Because I want my... Wait, let me be real. I want my meals paid for, and I want my bed paid for, and my rent paid for. Period.
What are you gonna bring to the table then?
I bring stability. I'm not gonna curse because I'm a real woman.
Define stability.
Stability.
All it took was one interview to prove her point wrong. I mean, what was she expecting?
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
6 figures. Have a good job, have his own apartment. He needs to be paying rent and like paying for.
He just has to buy me Wendy's and I'm good.
He needs to be buying me drinks, that's for sure. I don't want no more broke men. I'm not gonna deny a billionaire. 100,000 a month would be great.
Not valid, not valid.
Asking for a man to make 6 figures but can't even name one thing you provide seems like a selfish way to date if you ask me.
You guys are both gonna take your blindfolds off, and then Ryan, point to the girl you're more into. 3, 2, 1. What are you thinking, man?
Can I say, unfortunately, I don't know if either of them are my type.
Whoa!
You're both very attractive.
Dang, he rejected them before they could even reject him. Absolute savage.
Not emotionally available. Men are the worst at being emotionally available.
Okay.
They keep all their emotions in, and then they become enraged. Okay, so.
Being emotionally available makes you less attractive.
A man who's emotionally available is very attractive.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Guy sits there and cries and tells you
No,
his
don't
feelings.
cry.
That's being emotionally available.
No. You're not going to sit and cry every day, though, are you? You can cry if you're upset. Of course you can. It's natural.
And you're going to lose respect for me.
God gave us all of these feelings
And you're going to lose respect
feel.
for me.
I'm not going to lose any. I'll give you a cuddle, I'll put you on my shoulder, and I'll say, babe,
get dry.
okay.
See, this is female garbage once again.
I don't.
Oh, be emotionally available. And then I'm like, okay, well, you want the guy to cry and have his emotions.
I don't want him to sit and cry every day.
But that's being emotionally available.
Yes,
emotions
when it
are
needs
erratic.
to happen.
They happen
then
all the
cry
time.
if you need to cry. When was the last time you cried?
I can't remember.
Exactly. He needs a good old cry, this one. But that is a very healthy part of being a human being. Not a man or a woman. Being a human being, you have to express these feelings. You have to feel every emotion.
I really thought she was talking about women here. She really thinks men are like this?
There's women that really just don't care about money at all.
Bro was so stunned she said that, all he could do is laugh.
I just love a good cowboy. Oh. So I needed some pics of you guys, because, you know, you guys are... Not really just... Well, you're with him, so it just makes sense that both of you guys are probably cowboys.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys ride horses?
I mean, when I get my hands on them, sure, but I don't have any.
You like to get your hands on horses. That's hot.
Yeah, I'm taken, so.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, like, I wasn't like, you know.
Gotcha. What are you going to use those pictures for?
I don't know yet. Maybe just stare at them later.
That's weird.
Oh.
That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, can you delete mine as well?
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it. We got to get going.
You don't want me to scrapbook them?
No.
Do you want them?
No,
I can send them to you.
I don't like photos.
Oh, you don't?
No,
why? You have a pretty face.
I don't like photos myself.
What? You should like photos. Okay. I am deleting them.
You can delete them from your deleted too.
Oh, damn. Yes, of course. Anything for you, daddy.
This girl is so cringe, and these men were the best possible suspects for the video, not letting her weird them out.
Oh no, our vacuum stopped sucking. Must have gotten married.
That's not even what you're...
Bro wanted to bring some humor into the marriage. Nothing wrong with that.
How are you? It's like $50.
Hell no.
More?
No, I'm not. Not even a million.
Not even a million.
No, I'm not doing that. Not
$1 million.
No, never.
$1 billion.
Money?
Not putting your mouth on.
No, money's not a thing. Like money's not.
Just close your eyes.
No.
You could buy so much.
Yeah, true, but I can't do that. Like, cause I do that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be thinking about that.
No, you're not. Not in a Bugatti.
You fellas saying yes, don't do that. That's.
I mean, if you want a Rolls Royce.
These questions are just so awkward. He didn't even want to answer them, but she kept pressing him.
Y'all think it's easy to hit on women. Y'all are gonna role play as men and act like you're hitting on a woman.
I'm gonna act like a girl. You can let them pick the scenario, right? Who wants to go first? Who's the most you're confident? She's like, oh, I got this.
Damn,
so,
Shawty, look at that. Do a little spin, do a little spin.
I'm sorry, but like, I don't know you. I feel uncomfortable.
This is how men are.
This is how men are?
This is exactly how it is.
They make it so much more uncomfortable than it really is.
Look what I got, Chuck.
Nick, are you kidding me? Why are you doing this? Give me them. Luke!
Morgan, don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
I want chips.
Okay, good.
Luke, are you serious? You're not doing this all day.
Bro was ready to risk it all with this prank. Luckily, she wasn't too pressed about it though.
Hey, babe,
What's up?
guess where I'm taking you to eat? Guess, come on.
Korean barbecue.
What?
What?
No way.
Are you taking me there?
You got it. How'd you know?
Because I've been craving it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You always like read my mind.
I know.
Jeez. Let's go.
What a genius. Dude may have just solved the biggest problem in dating these days.
Everybody know a way to a man's heart is through his belly. Okay. Not through his ass, it's through his belly. Every woman for this generation know that.
This guy is absolutely hilarious. Gotta love the energy he's bringing to this dating show.
Just be honest. I'll take it. Just be honest.
Literally be brutally honest and she'll go away.
Yeah.
You know, the pickup line just wasn't there for me, and it just didn't do it.
What, you didn't like the girlfriend material thing?
No, it was just not there.
Okay, then did it hurt?
When what?
When you went down on me? Oh my god.
That would be really unfortunate if it did.
Yeah.
I would be really upset, I think, probably.
She definitely gave him the most corny pickup lines ever because he was not into it.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Is you old enough to be here?
I'm grown. I got kids.
You look like a kid. I can't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Okay.
Take it from this guy next time you want to reject a girl because dang, this dude knows exactly what's up.
If I look at a girl Instagram, I look at two things. Can I show my mom this girl's Instagram without scrolling, without having to hide stuff? Can I show her that Instagram? And then two, would I want my daughter to be like this girl? If it's a no to either one of those, I'm cool.
This might seem like a weird way to go about things, but it's a good way to test if someoe's worth keeping around.
You gonna cheat?
No.
She didn't agree. Who cares? Yo.
She not gonna do that.
Go on a trip and not cheat. You know what I'm saying? You just shouldn't be with her.
That's also part of the reason why I said me being single is a good thing for me.
Yes. Work on it.
That's part of the reason.
Inner healing. Work on it a little bit because you need to be able to let your on a. Because when y'all get married,
we can go on a trip.
And she goes to.
We can go on a trip.
Bachelorette party. What the f you gonna do?
Bachelorette party. That's out the window.
Like, come
that's
on,
out the window
you
too.
Be a man and grow up.
No, I'm not. I don't about the ageism. I don't care about none of that. That's out the window too. Bachelorette parties, trips. We can take a trip together.
And that's why I left the last guy I was with because he don't know how to let me do what the. And
okay, so what you doing on your trips?
I broke up with you over and over again. Yeah, because I wanted to stay. Let's say I wanted to stay out here. I was living in Atlanta.
If she's going on the girls' trip, might as well call it over before the trip even starts.
Me on a scale of 1 to 10.
-1.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen copycats of you every single place I go.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, am I ugly?
No, but you're unoriginal.
I'm unoriginal?
Yeah.
When you see the big man on the mic, you already know it's gonna be a good time.
Trying the pink eyelashes trend on my boyfriend.
I need my purse. What? What? I need to put my lip gloss on.
What the f is on your face? What you mean what?
What's on my face?
Why is your eyelashes pink and long as
I know, they're like coming off. I need more glue.
No, you don't need more glue. Let them come off. It's a sign. What the you thought that looked good?
Yes, I told you I like the wispy, like give me the cat eye, like.
You look f***ing crazy. No, I'm not going out with you like that. No. This is beyond disrespectful. Why would you do this without telling me?
Disrespectful?
Why would you do this without telling me?
I told you I was getting my lashes done. I told you
that. Like an exotic bird. Why did you? Yeah, it matched this. In the wild, that's where you belong. With them goddamn eyelashes. This is ridiculous.
See, this is why I can't.
Who did that to you? Who did that to you?
Why does it matter?
Who the last check? No, because I'm gonna call the police on her. That is wild. She's doing wild, crazy work.
Well, I paid $150 for this set, so you're gonna.
150. Oh my god.
Enjoy it.
Oh my god, it's getting worse by the second.
Yeah, let's get those things taken off as soon as possible, ma'am. Thanks.
I'm trying to ultimately get you to understand, ma'am, is you won. There are women in the chat room who would cut your to have what you have. And you're talking about it as if I'm not happy. You are fortunate. And I'm trying to be as delicate as I can, but you sound very entitled. You are lucky.
Okay.
But, you know, here's what you do. You go down, if you want to check, go down to your local family court. And you sit in the gallery and you listen to the people who, the men and women argue over the kids and over visitation. You go in there and listen to all the trouble and drama that happens when a family is split up and two people are trying to co-parent. You go down the because what it sounds to me is you don't know how good you got it.
She will never see the value of her man because she's blind to anyone but herself.
He's a 10, but he uses an Android phone. What's his new rating?
That's horrible. It's a 3. No, I don't know how we communicate better with an Android. I feel like it's a downgrade, not gonna lie.
Maybe like a 7. Like if I'm going through a guy's phone and he's got a, like, do you know what I mean?
Wait.
It's not a red flag. If I'm just like using their phone, I'll get frustrated if I can't use it.
That's a 0. iPhone all the way. Why are you having an Android? Like, go get your money up. Like, get out of the house. Like, come on.
I used to be an Android user. I'm an iPhone user now. But honestly, the society now is so materialistic. Like, who the actual cares? If he's a 10, he has an Android, he's a 10. Yeah. Period.
What's the deal with this question anyways? Like, why would anybody care about who's got what phone? But hey, props to the last girl for being the voice of reason in all of this.
I just wanted to know if I could hit or not.
You're wondering if you could hit?
Yeah.
As in have course with me. Well, you're an attractive woman, however, I have to politely turn you down on that because there's videos of you on the internet having course with other men, which for me is a
big no-no.
A deal breaker.
Have you watched any of them?
No. I think, we look at people's Twitters before.
Yes.
And I had the mispleasure of having to look at your Twitter, which is absolutely degenerate, but I did look at your Twitter and there were some, you certainly have some with other men on your Twitter.
Thank me for the good.
But I appreciate the invitation, but I must graciously, I can't do it. It's just by virtue of you having had another man on camera, for me, it's a deal breaker.
You're cute though, in that kind of like weird cute way.
Who even asks this on a podcast? She's setting herself up for embarrassment.
Why is modern dating so hard for women?
Because boys be cheating.
That's why?
Yes, boys ain't
Why do you feel that way?
Because I've witnessed it, I've seen it, and it is true. Like
how is it true? Give me an example.
I hate to say it, but all men are the same.
How are all men the same?
Because when they like what they see, they go after it. Whether you are in a relationship or not.
You don't think a dissatisfied woman would do the same thing?
Women will. I can agree to that. Women will.
So, with that being said, I could say all women are the same too, right?
Technically, yes.
But how would you feel if I compared you to the next Asian chick that walked on the block?
Okay, I can say. Okay, so it actually depends on the person.
These girls make all these silly arguments but don't have anything else to back it up with.
You want a strong 7. 10. Fine as all get out, tat-out, body, looking fine, everything like that, got it going on. Too much maintenance. Too much, because she knows she's fine. And you're expendable. She could take you or leave you. A 9. That's a problem too, because you got enough people in elevated appreciation for you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. 7. That's somebody who is an 8, but don't act like one. That's what makes her special. Those are the ones that are married. The others, long engagements, quick marriages and divorces, or just perpetual singlehood.
She may be a 10 out of 10 looks-wise, but that certainly doesn't mean she's a 10 out of 10 personality-wise.
I really don't mean harm by this, but some of you need to come back to reality. And with the men are just ignorant. That's just what we are. We're ignorant. But ladies, y'all are living in a fairy tale world. And not all of you, some of you. And these affirmations that y'all have posted and or have heard online have you in a chokehold. Because a lot of you just think that you just gonna walk into a perfect situation. A lot of you just think the perfect person is just gonna be just put right in front of you and you ain't gotta put in no work. A lot of you live in chaos right now, right? And I'm tired of seeing the same comment. Well, he's gonna have his own and I'm just gonna come into it and I'm gonna turn his house into a home. Baby girl, you have your own house right now and you live in chaos. You make your own decisions right now and you make terrible life choices. So how do you want me to believe that you gonna turn a house into a home and you've never even had a home? So how does that work out? Like I said, men are just ignorant.
Hey, let them think what they want. One day the girls will realize how the dating pool really works.
You'd be surprised how literally men that are 40 years old, they still don't know what they want. They're still not ready to commit.
I don't think it's about not knowing what they want and not ready to commit. I think it's that you're going to come to a crossroads and understand the pros and cons to a relationship or a marriage. And you have to weigh the options like, does it benefit me or does it not benefit?
Clearly doesn't benefit a bunch of them because they can get anyone they want anytime.
And it's not about that because that doesn't determine if they get women or don't get women.
What is
Did
it
you get what I'm
about?
saying? We're talking about strictly, is there a benefit to me getting married at all?
Do you think men think there's no benefit to being married?
A lot of them, it's actually worse if they get married. It's like a huge risk.
Why?
For the woman, she has the opportunity to get the kids automatically. She gets to have half of his earnings without having to earn what he earned or hustle what he hustled. They have the opportunity to be able to get alimony. They have the opportunity to own assets that they didn't work for. So what does this man benefit for if it doesn't work out? He actually loses. It's a valid reason to say...
Obviously, this is different for each relationship, but there's definitely some validity to this point.
Why do you think dating is so hard?
Because people don't have their priorities straight.
Social media, 100%. Everybody's just trying to get as many likes and comparing themselves on social media where they could have a girlfriend / boyfriend and all of a sudden a college football quarterback could like their pick and they would slide into the DM and be like, holy shit, this guy's famous. It's not too long. I'm answering. And be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it for the clout. And we've seen it all on TikTok where girls are cheating and getting busted. And every girl, I'm gonna say it, every girl is just trying to be Instagram famous and they're just losing their virtue on what a relationship is, and all they care about is how many likes did I get on my Instagram video twerking to f***ing wet today. And that's the reality of it. And
that guy's spot on. I mean, sure, modern tech has its perks, but let's be real. Social media has seriously messed up our relationships.
If you are trapped in pathological relationships and you see no way out of them, if someone who is sinking has their hands around your neck and is pulling you down, you're not obligated to drown with them. You know, there's a rule too if you're a lifeguard. You know, some of you have had lifeguard training. How do you approach someone who's drowning and panicking in the water? Feet out, right, like this. It's like, I'll save you, but that doesn't mean you get to drown me while I'm doing it. And if it's you drown or both of us drown, it's you drown. And that's wisdom. That's not cruelty.
Nobody is forced to stay with their partner, at least in most circumstances. If you're not happy, leave.
Do you think it's true that a man pays for sex in one way or another? Yes.
Pays for it. Well, what about a woman?
Whoa. What about her?
Do you feel like she pays for in one way or another?
Not the same way a man does.
How come?
That's a good answer. It's completely different.
Why?
A man spends a lot more monetarily wise than a woman ever has to.
Stop.
I feel like that's false.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like you're thinking very like 1900, early 1900s.
So in the relationship between you and your man, who spent more money?
I don't know. I feel like we do it equally. Like if he pays for a couple meals, I feel like I pay for a couple meals, and I feel like that's fair. At least that's my outlook on it.
She's not thinking, just feeling, which makes her points not so valid as she may believe.
This is going to be a hard pill for many men to swallow. But the fact of the matter is that everything that you've ever done for a woman is irrelevant. It does not matter. If it's in the past, it's gone. And this can be very frustrating because some guys have done a lot for their women. They've taken them to Fiji and they've bought them a car and they've given them a ring and the house and the kids on their timeline. They have done a lot for their women. And these men often believe that what they have done somehow entitles them to some measure of consideration, love, respect, or commitment now in the present moment. And unfortunately, that's not true. I'm sorry. On some level, I think this is a failure of understanding. The conception of reasonable entitlement is how men think. It's not necessarily how women think. If the two of us were at a bar and you bought me around, the next time you needed a drink, I would buy you around. Why? Because I would feel in some small way as if I were in your debt.
This might be a hard pill to swallow, but he's telling nothing short of the truth.
I'm 12 hours a day, but I drive Uber. Could I have a chance with you?
It's just a no for me. I don't really want to go.
Have a reason why you're telling me no? I'm a nice guy and I'm intrigued by you.
I don't really like nice guys. So when you say nice,
what the you respect? I won't be.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It's the Uber part that's
okay. Thank you for the clarity.
I just feel like that should be a side hustle, not a main thing.
Your side ass should be in the pocket. Park her Uber in the apartment. Man, maybe I'm stacking my goddamn coins for something big. Maybe I'm building my business up. Maybe I want to start a car service and I want to see how this maybe I actually have dreams, goals, and aspirations. Y'all women never want to run the marathon of life with it. I want to wait to the end and win. Then demand the man I only want to no man, I ran this race by my itself. Sick is coming with you. Makes no sense. You don't want to build with this man, but when you get this man, you think he only gonna be for you. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You just showed up to the game. You think you gonna get VIP tickets? No, Brigante gonna get VIP. Toxic get VIP. Amor get VIP. And Shelly get VIP too. You better be ready to share that you weren't with me when I was driving them damn Uber.
You don't want somebody that's a regular 9 to 5.
Never said that.
Yes, you did. Every time you gonna see Ubers when you sleep, you gonna see the Uber app when you wake up. You're forever gonna be known as the girl that didn't want the Uber driver.
Nice lady, you just rejected an Uber driver. What an accomplishment.
Without a strong father or a drunk father, will always have a weak taste in men, or when she experiences a good man, she will screw him over. One of the things you need to check out somehow, some way, very early on what her relationship with her father is like. Like on a first date, like a coffee date, you might say, so what was it like growing up in your house? What's it like to grow up like Mary? So what did Mary grow up like? What did Sally grow up like? What was it like in your house when you're growing up? And then just shut up and let her talk. Time and time again, every time I've ever dated a woman who had a father or an alcoholic father, the relationship sucked and it ended abruptly.
This is actually a very good way to figure out a woman. Ask her about her father, but don't do it too soon.
Rate her fit on a scale of 1 to 10.
1.
You told me you liked it earlier.
I lied.
Look at yours.
What's wrong with mine?
It doesn't suit you.
You bought it for me.
What?
When? I was there when you bought this shirt and the jeans.
Yeah, you bought it for me.
No, I didn't. This is buy one, get one free. That's why you got it.
So, it's a 1?
What?
It's a 1?
Yeah, it's a 1.
But this might be even more cringe. Are they really arguing over an outfit?
How many guys do you think you could get with in one day?
I could get with whoever I want, but it's if I want to or
yeah,
not.
if you wanted to. How many do you think you could in one day?
If I'm out here?
Down here.
About half this population right now, because all these men are...
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
He's very confident.
Well, the attitude was just a precursor to the truth. She clearly didn't know her worth.
So you think like if you walked up to a guy out here, any guy, and you're like, hey, let's hook up, he say yes?
Yeah, I'll test it.
You gotta test it?
I'll test it.
D-Jacket, yo!
If I asked you to hook up with me, would you say yes?
And sure enough,